Home on the Range. Let's go play it. Let me go post this info on the website. Our computer is running crazy slow. Here it is. Copy, tweet. JollyRogerUkulele.com. That is our website. And I don't know how that ended up way over there. So let me fix that. Link to join. Paste, shift, link, enter, edit, settings, open a new window, update, and update. So that should get everybody headed this direction. And then while they're working that out, let me go post on Twitter. Website https://jollyrogerukulele.com. Home on the Range. All right, that's good enough. And then let's add the graphic. I made graphics for all of the lessons except for this one for some reason. And so we're just putting our generic thing and hit tweet. And patience. And there we go. Go here. Okay, so I think we're all set. Let me make sure the link is working to get everybody rolling in here. It's been pretty reliable lately. Today is Wednesday, and sure enough, we're ready to go. All right, so I'm going to go. I have a new gadget here, my legendary iPad, and so I will need to go pick up Jolly Roger, click, come on, and close this one down. Jolly Roger, Home on the Range Ukulele, and Home on the Range Baritone. Awesome. Let's put them into Foursquare. Blink, up, blink, close that one down, plink, scroll, plink. Done. All right, so Home on the Range Ukulele. This is my favorite arrangement in the intro book. It just really works. And sometimes you get it right. Sometimes you get lucky, right? Beautiful. All right, who's here today? Let's see. Sandy made it in. Evening. The sound is good. Got to double check my microphones. They look good. Anita is in from Evergreen, which is just west of Denver here. Happy Wednesday to you. Sunny and warm. 75 up there. Probably about 85 down here. It feels kind of on the warm side. Let's check the temperature in Denver, Colorado at this exact moment. Let's see what they tell us. Yeah, I think it's going to say 85. It says 91, so it's hotter than I thought out there. Rob is in from Texas. Hey, Gary, 91 and sunny. Not too bad. 91 and sunny. Not too bad. That's kind of bad, Rob. Ellen's in from Hawaii. 80 degrees and sunny in Kailua. What program do you use for your page turner? I have gone, in my iPad, I use Foursquare, and the reason I use it is because it appears to me that that's where all the conductors are going toward, is using Foursquare, F-O-R-S-C-O-R-E, one word. I think it was $15, something like that, to get it. And so far, I'm in love with it. And you can do it 2 pages, a 2-page view or a full-page view. You can do, you can write in different colors, blue, red, and you can do highlighter in there, and so I really like it. So if you have an iPad, I should have gotten this the day the iPads came out, right? This is so much better than anything else I've been using, and why I waited so long, I don't know. But those of you guys that are serious musicians, you know about carrying paper around, right? These 3-ring binders get really, really cumbersome, and everything that I do and everything that's ever going to happen on Jolly Roger will end up being PDFs, and this iPads are really set up to handle those. So I'm a huge fan of Foursquare right now. So that's what I'm using. All right, home on the range. Let's give it a try. First thing, G chord, right? And baritones, you know what you have your shapes if you're on baritone. Let's give the G chord. Oh, give me, and then your D7 for one beat. A home where the C chord, buffalo, and then you've got a C minor. What I usually do is take my index finger and cover all three strings. Rome. So that means probably it makes a lot of sense if you're going to hit that C chord rather than using your ring finger. Go ahead and use your index finger. Buffalo Rome. And the G chord. Deer and the A7 is right here. Antelope play. And then that's 5 beats there. Remember, the dotted half note there, the half notes have the hole in the middle. If it's just the whole half note by itself, it's worth 2 beats. When you put a dot afterwards, it's now worth 3 beats. And then when you tie it to the next measure, then it's a total of 5 beats for that one note. Where the deer and the antelope play, 2, 3, 1, 2. Where G chord seldom is heard, a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Okay, and then again, here's an interesting thing on the paperwork. Measure 15, it says day, dotted half note tied to a half note, so that's again 5 full beats, but that's followed up by a rest. Now I don't put a ton of rests in on our music, honestly, because most of the time in ukulele, your ukulele is already resting, and so we don't need to get overly focused in on hey. There should be a rest there because your ukulele is already at rest. I'm trying to adjust my video just a little bit here. But I put a half note in there so that you really can make sure. And the skies are not cloudy all day. And then you really do want to stop. And then home, 2, 3, D7, home on the range. And here's what's exciting. This is what this E minor comes in. It's going to sound absolutely beautiful. So put your E minor on. Deer and the antelope play. That's such a nice chord progression there. 5 beats. Where, and then measure 25. Seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Then we'll repeat the whole thing. Okay, so we have a good, not too many chords, but plenty of chords to make the song interesting, I think. Let's then look at the melody itself. And again, guys, one of the things that we do as melody players is we can play positionally. So all the 2s are here, all the 3s are here, all the 5s are here. That's going to take care of, I think, all of the notes in the entire song. In 2, 3, and 5. You can also put them in chord shapes, and a lot of times you'll accidentally be holding down the chord, and you'll notice when I'm playing I have the tendency to end up in chord shapes even when I'm trying to play in position, and so probably with this one I'd start by just grabbing a G chord. Oh, give me, oh, 2, 3, 2, oh, 3, 3, 3, measure 5, 2, 3, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, oh, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, oh, 2, 3, 2, oh, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, oh, 3, 2, 3, oh, 3, 2. And there's a little typo there. Notice the 0 on the first string. I'm sorry, the 0 on the 4th string. That's a mistake. That should be a 3 on the 2nd string. And so that's just a typo there at measure 16. So pretend that's not there. Okay, it's just a 3 all the way across. I know on some of the old arrangements that I did, that happened sometimes. I figured out how to make that not happen. And so basically when I'm arranging, I always arrange on a low G ukulele blank, and that way that doesn't accidentally happen. Because you'll notice this top string on a high G is the same as a 3 on the 2nd string. Right, it's the same note, and the computer gets confused as to which one I mean. It's one of the joys of arranging for ukulele that the computer is really not understanding the tuning on this instrument. Let's go to measure 17. Ready, play. 3, 2, 0, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 1, 2. Repeat the whole song. Second time you come through, you skip 31 and 32. All right, so now let's get serious about this. Guys, you're at the level where you want to be able to play both of the ways we just played. So in other words, when you sit down with your paper, your natural tendency is going to go and play what I typically play, which is tough uke, and that's absolutely a way to play. But it should not be your only thought process. You really want to be able to play all the chords. Every chord in the world you want to be able to fit and have some knowledge of on the fretboard. The other thing you definitely want to be able to do is play straight line melody. We had our guitar group meet last night, and they're struggling a little bit. And Frances, who's been a long time guitarist, probably played a lot longer than I have, a lot more formal education than I have. She shows up a little bit late, sits down, starts playing just melody, just straight melody, and it brings the whole group up. If somebody in the group is playing a good, clean melody line, that's going to help everybody out in the room. And so you want to be that person. So when you sit down and practice, and you do sit down and practice, right? Take a minute to play through the chords and then play through the melody on every song you do. Obviously, if you're a soloist and you're sitting in your basement and your cat is your #1 fan, you want to be able to play tough uke as well. But it should not be the only way you play. You want to play these other ways as well. Let's give the tough uke a try. Start with your G chord. 1, 2. Middle finger up. G chord. 3, 2. 0. C chord. C minor chord. 2, 3. G chord with your pinky on 5. Slide your index finger back. Slide your middle finger back, or your ring finger, and back up, and then a D7. Hit the 2. G shape. Up a 0. C chord. C minor. G chord. 03. 202. Now just stop there for just a second. Notice what we just played. Bum. That's just an arpeggio pattern, right? It's something that you've worked on already in the key of C. It's just plunk, thumb, something, 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 something. Nice little pattern there. It's just designed to fill up space. You don't change anything with your left hand. You just pick out some cool notes, and it'll sound lovely. And then now, at measure 17, put your pinky up on 5. And let's go from there. Go. D7. This is the bar chord version. 2, page 2, E minor, get it on, and then rest stroke. Grab your A7 with the 3, and then a D7. Again, just pretty notes filling up the space. G chord, 3, 2, zeros. Last note in measure 32 is a pick up to the beginning of the song. Notice that note is exactly the same as the pickup note in measure 0 up there. Oh, oh. Okay, and then next thing we got to do is talk. As always, I just play that whole thing with my thumb. That's a perfectly acceptable way to play tough uke. But let's also always take time when you're practicing to grab your claw and play everything that way as well. You want to be able to play both ways. And so I play 80% of the time I play with my thumb. That's an overuse of my thumb. Most classical guitar players play 95% of their time in the claw shape, and so I think that they overdo it, obviously, but it's a style of play that they do. I want you to be able to do both systems, and then you get to choose which one's going to sound the best. So let's get on the top. Let's welcome in Nancy. Survived Elsa, and I always loved your arrangements on Harmonica. It is a really nice arrangement. I'm glad to hear that Elsa just blew right by you. Y'all in Florida are you have the interesting weather down there. Let's put it that way. Glad you're okay, Nancy. Here we go. From the top, try your claw and see how it goes. 1, 2. Second inning. Okay, and here's another thing to think about. When we have one guy in our band, Michael, and that's his thing. He likes to hit that bing at the end of everything, right? And how do you know which note to hit? If you're in the key of G, you just have to find a G note somewhere on that string, and you'll hit that, and it's at number 10. Okay, that's a G note. But if you're in the key of C, you can hit this either the 3 or 15 if you have them. Okay. If you're in the key of A, you just hit this open string, or you hit the 12 is also an A, right? So a lot of times that is, especially on a piece that's a little slower and a little more melodic, a little more thoughtful, you get to the end of that, and then just slide up. Hit that. That always sounds kind of pretty. Not always. Sometimes it sounds ridiculous. But one more fun thing to know how to do. And sometimes if you're not 100% sure what note you're looking for, you can fish around. One time on one of these songs, I can't remember which one it was, we had an A flat. It was in A flat. We hit the 11, right? So that doesn't happen very often, but it can happen. Kind of fun. There's Home on the Range. I would say, guys, if you were thinking, I need to have a song that's always going to sound cool, and I want my ukulele to really capture the full essence of what I'm doing. You guys are working hard on this crazy way of playing, and a song like that, people will be like, oh man, you're a really good player. All right. Let's go grab our D chord, or our baritones. is. Uh, when we talk about playing chordally, one of the things that I feel that I do a huge disservice to you on is not taking chords playing very seriously. And it's not that I don't take it seriously, it's that there's more stuff to do than that, right? And so when you go around the internet, you'll find mostly people teaching you chords, and you have to pay attention when you see that, because it's not that it's unimportant or that it's bad or anything, but the truth of the matter is the people who want to play with chords are also the people who want to sing. And if that's you, then you're in great shape. You got the internet is full of that stuff. However, if you are not a singer, and I'm eventually going to figure out how to get to the page I'm looking for here, Home on the Range Baritone. If you're not a singer, you have to play these other ways as well, right? And so when you get together with ukulele players, most of the time, I think it's about 100% of the time, there's somebody who's just so excited about doing the singing, right? And that simplifies your job in most respects. They're going to take the melody and they're going to belt it out. You're going to sound great. And your job is then to switch to chords. No matter whether you're on baritone or on ukulele, you will switch to chords. And just be mindful that you have choices. We've studied all these right-hand choices. If I do this, oh, give me a home, I'm sort of missing the opportunity, right? Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam and the deer and the antelope play. Don't I sound way more sophisticated just by doing that. All I'm doing is arpeggio plucking and doing a poor job of that, but it sounds really sophisticated. And so if you like singing, don't forget that these chords there are, that's just the start. Then you start thinking about what you're going to do with your right hand. All right. Most of you guys have ukuleles, and Nancy and I know, have baritone, so she's getting her baritone up. She's all excited. She wishes I'd shut up. Ukulele players, you guys are going to be dropping in chords of some way and some manner underneath what we're going to play. 2 times through from the top. 1, 2. Page 2 or page 1? we go. A couple of typos on there. Measure 30. The first A7 shouldn't have a 0 on the top. And the other one is the same exact goof at measure 14. There's that 0 on the top of the A7 doesn't need to be there. Other than that, everything looks pretty good. And then I want to fix pagination. I like these to be exactly the same now as the other group. Fix pagination with uke. All right, so there's that done. Guys, hopefully that's a fun song. Tomorrow we will be playing the arpeggio, right? Is that what comes up tomorrow? Yes, key of G arpeggio. So come with your thinking caps on tomorrow. We're going to be diving into a couple of kind of mean bar chords on that piece, and so just come ready to hurt your fingers a little bit, and then we will be wrapping up the key of G tomorrow, and then on Friday we'll play one song in the key of F, and then of course Monday we'll play those three together. So we're hopefully you're in good shape. I'm gonna cut the stream here, and then restart the stream. Next hour we are going to be working on a song called Estudio by Torrega, which is sort of a crowd favorite. When I introduced this a couple of years ago, and people were like, yes, I want more of that. And of course I have not done any more like that, but it really is a really, really beautiful piece. So come sit on that, and again, another opportunity to play some arpeggio patterns. So I'll talk to you. If you're not coming there, I'll see you tomorrow. Otherwise, I will see the rest of you in just a minute. And let's see. Linda says, 84 and muggy in Montgomery. No, I guess the temperature's not too bad. Very humid, though. Thanks, Gary. See you in the next segment. Okay, good. Rob, see ya. And Anita, okay. Pulling the plug, you guys. Have a wonderful day. Peace.